bus rides with the boys. Honor Eric Anderson. Our next honoree, Jackson Kepley. Jackson is being escorted by Justin and Natalie and Michaela Kepley. His future plans are to continue playing baseball at Kirkwood Community College and study fire science. His favorite memory was going to the state tournament his freshman year. Honor Jackson Kepley. Our next honoree is Jack Schill. Jack is being escorted by Jennifer and Sam Schill. His future plans are to attend DMAC. His favorite memory was hanging out with the team after games his sophomore year. Honor Jack Schill. Our final honoree is Cullen Smith. Cullen is being escorted by Alicia and Ryan Smith. Cullen's future plans are to attend Southeastern Community College to study engineering and play baseball for the Blackhawks. His favorite memory was his first varsity game against Johnston during his sophomore year. Honor Cullen Smith. One more round of appreciation, ladies and gentlemen, not just for the players themselves, but the family that helped them get here today. Your 2026 Ames High Baseball Seniors.
Yeah, you know that. There was a yeah, like there was a person that was like, I didn't know. Yeah, I see you.
Preston. That baseball's guy, good to go. He's good. He's looking good. Bruce.
I know both of them. Yeah, Bruce is a really nice guy.
Good guys, yes. But you meet? Go take it. Let's go.
I got my stuff in the car.
I'll borrow. We'll be fine. It's been a while since I've been yelled at. So.
gentlemen, one final treat for us all will be tonight's first pitch done collectively by the fathers of the seniors on this year's team, and those seniors currently in their final Cyclone season.
Oh my God. Hey, computer. Hey, computer. All going on? Oh, no, I'm coming back. Wait, what? You gotta take Quinn, Morgan, and Floyd
It doesn't get any better than that.
I come back.
Good evening. Welcome to Game 2 tonight between the Bobcats of Marshalltown and your Ames High Little Cyclones. Now let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. Starting with Marshalltown. Leading off for the Bobcats, number 19, the right fielder, Aiden Holmgren. Batting second, number 18, Garrett Tatey. Batting third, the pitcher, number 23, Jalen Logston. Batting cleanup, number 35, Madden Martin. Batting fifth, number 17, Quinn McLeod, left field. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 20, Lars Schoenfelder. Batting seventh, number 11, center fielder, Luke Stalzer. Batting eighth, number 31, Kinnick Niedermeyer, first base. Batting ninth will be the DH, number 36, Wyatt Peters. Also number 15, James Myron will play third base for the Bobcats this evening. The Bobcats are coached by Colton Hankey with his assistant Carson Johnson. And now for your Ames High Little Cyclones. Leading off, number 21, left fielder, Austin Neighbor. Batting second, number 5, the DH, Reed Small. Batting third, number 28, the catcher, Jackson Kepley. Batting cleanup, number 27, center fielder, Colin Smith. Batting fifth, number 10, first baseman, Cade Anderson. Batting sixth, number 17, third baseman, Eric Anderson. Batting seventh, number 16, second baseman, Jack Schill. Batting eighth, number 12, right fielder, Owen Boker. Batting ninth, number 1, shortstop, Landon Dune. Tonight's Ames starter is number 25, Elliot Heights. Ames is coached by Nick Steenhagen. He is assisted by Adam Hine, Jason Lee, Elliot Jurgensen, Reagan Metcalf, Jay Gray, and Jake Vogel. The manager of the Little Cyclones is Kia Allen. At this time, would you please stand, remove your hats, and face the flag as we honor our nation with the playing of the national anthem. Our umpires for tonight are Richard Parrott and Bruce Thome. Ames High School and the Iowa High School Athletic Association promote good sportsmanship at all activities. Good sportsmanship starts with respect for yourself, your team, the opponent, and the decisions of the umpires. Great fans are enthusiastic for their team and sportsmanlike with their behavior toward the opponent and the decisions of the umpires. fielder, number 19, Ames, Holmgren.
Okay. Is this his? Oh, maybe.
Anderson's throw for the putout. The batter, number 18.
And we are ready to rock and roll here. Top of the first inning, Monday night, June 22. In the booth with CEO and founder of Iowa Bound, Sam Schill. How you doing tonight?
Good. It's good. This is baseball's meant to have a play-by-play guy and a color guy, Tim. I did the last one on my own, and
It's a little tiring. I remember after the marathon game, which I think went 7 hours, I went home and just sat in the dark for an hour.
that's a long haul. But that game was entertaining, maybe a little too entertaining. 14-13
Yeah, good
opener.
memory.
Yeah,
good
memory.
memory.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're new to watching us on YouTube, there's a guy in Ames named Matt Burrell who gets here at 11 o'clock every morning and stays for 12 hours, sets up 5 cameras, all of which have been funded on Amazon, out of his own pocket. And is this the first ever dual commentary varsity baseball game we've ever had?
In the modern era, yes.
In the modern era.
In this booth, possibly. Nope, it's fun out there getting warmed up, Tim, having a senior, and knowing a lot of these guys since they were playing in Ames Youth Baseball.
That's amazing. So, Sam, we'll kind of talk about this throughout the night there as Elliott Heights with the strikeout.
The pitcher, number 23, Jalen Logson.
In case you're wondering, coming into the season here, Elliott Heights, 15 strikeouts. That was number 16. Ties him with Leo Johnson for 5th most on the team. They're both chasing Eric Anderson, one ahead of him at 17. So next strikeout, and that'll put Heights in a 2-way tie for 4th. There's a nice hit right at... Who is that on first base?
That's Kid Anderson, senior.
Cade Anderson. Nice job. What was that, like an 8-pitch inning? Sounds about right. We'll take a quick break, come back for the bottom of the first.
This game is sponsored by
All right, we're back here in the bottom of the first.
Leading off for Ames, number 21, left fielder, Austin Neighbor.
Sam, something I've been dying to talk to you about. As
Hey-oh.
Neighbor spanks one to center. First pitch single. Something I've been dying to talk to you about. You know, I've done half a dozen of these for Jake.
Second, number 5, tonight's CH, Reed Schmall.
Done about a half dozen of these at the JV level, and it's fun to. We've had a debate in the press box who's faster between Chris Williams and Elijah Deerdorf. As Schmall's going to pop one up into foul territory there. And 2 pitches and we're on to batter 3.
Can't do much storytelling with those connections,
right.
can you? Yeah.
That's right. Well, we got to talk about Jackson Kepley here.
Number 28, the catcher, Jackson Kepley.
Jackson hit his 5th home run of the year in Game 1.
You know, I was asking Matt earlier, as third pitch sees action as well. That's going to be dropped by the right fielder.
Kepley reaches.
3 pitches, and we're ready for batter number 4. Is Jenny trying to decide between an error or not?
Number 27, center fielder, Colin Smith.
We'll save our Jackson Kepley questions for next go around. At this rate, it's going to be about 5 minutes, and he'll be back up to bat. Sam, I do not know anything about Colin Smith.
I know a lot about Colin Smith.
That ball gets past the catcher there.
And that hit him, so he's already on. Yeah, we'll keep talking about Colin, but I got a story for later. He's one of my favorite stories, actually, of this senior group. But Collins was a multi-sport athlete growing up and doing basketball things and running track. And
number 10, first baseman, Cade Anderson.
Sam, before we go any further, have you ever been to a game where 4 pitches in and the bases were loaded and we were getting ready for batter number 5?
I don't think so. This is a good time for a grand slam then, isn't it, on this?
Does Cade have any this year? Any dingers?
I know he hit one in a might have been a scrimmage, but it might have been.
Your home run leaders, Kepley with 5, Cullen with 4, Neighbor with 2, Schieffer, Schmall each with 1. There's a nice job. As my father-in-law would say, let the bat do the work.
Anderson drives in 2.
Another run scored for the freshman there.
And does that count as an RBI when it's Deerdorf if you're hitting in? I mean, he's so fast that it's cheating.
He did tag up from second base on a fly ball on what day of the week it was last week again at Lincoln. That was impressive. They weren't seeing that coming.
That is remarkable. We'll talk more about Deerdorf here in a bit. Number 25 long jumper in the state as a freshman. Is this our first 2-pitch at bat?
Last one, technically.
Okay, last one was 2. So Eric Anderson, this is another one I don't know a ton about.
Yeah, Eric was a fellows kid in Jack and Jackson's class there.
Pop fly, that's going to be
Tricky
trouble. It's one of those, is that an infield fly rule?
Nearly.
All right, so Eric Anderson going to pop up there. Gosh, these guys are swinging the bat like they've got to get home for the 10 o'clock news.
The batter, batting 7th, number 16, second baseman, Jack Schill.
So, Sam, why don't you tell us about Jack's journey? I only know parts of it.
Yeah, I mean, Jack's been playing his first sport, really, that he jumped on as a young kid and doing the blast ball stuff through the city of Ames. And
We're going to have a pickle here.
we get ourselves in a pickle, lots of action.
Oh, and a nice job.
Comes in.
Nice job there to get the run home.
Smith scores. but the side is then retired.
Oh, we can't get any stories in. That was
that was
just a lot of
lightning
action.
fast 6. We'll take a break and come back at you in a second here.
At Northwest Bank, we're focused on financial stability and community involvement and strive to meet the needs of our customers while contributing to the economic growth and prosperity of the communities we serve. Come visit at the corner of Duff and South 16 today, or visit on the web at Northwest Bank for more details. This game is sponsored by C&K Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services, serving Ames and the surrounding communities 24/7 since 1968. Look for the guys in the big green trucks to service your residential heating and cooling needs, as well as plumbing and architectural metalwork. Visit callcank.com for more details.
Okay, we're back for the second inning after
The batter,
Do you know how long the inning lasts?
number
The
35,
top of the first was 27 minutes in game one.
Madden Martin.
Just the top. So I had lots of time, a lot of airtime, Tim, to kill. And
Your voice
and
has
now,
gotta
now
be
we got
killing
both
you.
of us, and we can't say anything.
you've got to
This,
be.
this is a good pace, though. Good pace.
So the Little Cyclones, give up a immediate base hit there to number 35. Nice looking hit there for the Bobcats.
The batter is number 7.
So actually, a freshman there, Madden Martin.
Quinn McLeod.
I got a lot of freshmen on this Bobcat squad. That obviously that's a big deal. I mean, coming into a varsity game, we get excited when our young guys get to play. But he just came in there and knocked a single. So a lot of kudos to this pretty young Bobcat team. He's another freshman here as well.
Pitch from Heights, high upstairs and outside there. Beautiful night, 78 degrees here in central Iowa. 35 miles west for the Bobcats from the good old 501-58. Sam, what do you know about these boys and their college baseball plans?
Yeah, I know a little bit about Kepley here. Jackson behind the plate here is going to go to Kirkwood, which is a really, really good baseball school for those that follow it. I mean, there's a number of kids that had opportunities to go to the University of Iowa but chose Kirkwood over that at different times because they have such a pipeline to some of the bigger Division I schools in the South, ACC, SEC. So it's the real deal playing down there. So he's excited to head down there in the fall, and he's playing catcher tonight. He hasn't played a lot of catcher during the year, so it's been nice to have him in his natural position here. But he's had the injuries. He's had to play third and pitch a lot. And
tell us about the injuries on the team.
Yeah, really unfortunate. Max Martin in the I don't know, it was in the marathon game or the first game, something early on, tore something in his neck or a muscle on a bone. Anyway, I don't know if he's got a chance to come back or not. Be unlikely at this stage, just because he's a heck of an athlete, and to get tuned back up and not get an injury. He's definitely another kid on a track to play some college baseball, but that's been a tough adjustment, and given a lot of young guys like Landon Dune out there playing shortstop because of some of those injuries, is getting chances and playing well.
Whereas, what about Tillman Schieffer?
Tillman's been banged up a little bit too. I don't know that he was playing Friday.
Okay.
But I think he's had some challenges as well. And then Eric Anderson's had some arm problems. He's playing third, but he had to take a 2-week off of like nothing over 45 feet throwing, so they kind of kept him just batting. And So Coach Steenhagen has had some literal curveballs thrown at him here to try to figure out the lineup. But I love Landon Dune. It's a great story of a kid that played Storm baseball growing up and wasn't even necessarily on the top team and really worked hard to get to where he's gotten. But I don't think that was on Steenhagen's bingo card to have Landon start 4 games in a row at shortstop this year. But he stepped into it.
So meanwhile, Heights administers a walk. It'll put runners on first and second for the Bobcats. Top of the second. Little Cyclones lead 3-0, but nobody out. About Landon Dune, I was sort of a bunt down the line, foul. About Dune, I was my son Colton had subbed on a Storm team with Jay Gray, and so we were down in Des Moines for a tournament there on Douglas a year or two ago, and I look up and there's Landon and both his parents. I said, "What are you guys doing here?" And they said, "Oh, we just want to watch some baseball." This was 2 years ago, just down in Des Moines, spending their entire day as a family together, just watching Ames Storm baseball. So, yeah, I have been kind of tracking this a little bit, and I stopped by Kepley there on the pitch in the opposite batter's box. Been kind of tracking that too. He's not the strongest kid in the world, but
loves baseball maybe more than any of them out there, though. I've seen him way work, so it's a good example of why that part matters a lot.
And he moves well. You know, you just saw Jalen Brunson win the NBA Finals MVP, and shortest guy out there. It's a nice looking strike from Heights. They say that the key to Brunson's game is just his footwork, and Dune there at shortstop has excellent footwork. About a half hour from the sun setting, much to the joy of Matt and his cameras. Talk about your fielders here tonight. Let's kind of meet your defense. Talked about Heights on the bump there. Kepley behind the plate. At first base, you've got Cade Anderson. Second base, Jack Schill. As Heights, strikeout 2 for Elliott Heights. That is number 17 on the year, temporarily tying him for 4th most on the team.
Batting 7th, number 11, center fielder, Luke Stalzer.
Your third baseman, Eric Anderson. The aforementioned Landon Dune at short. Left fielder. Oh, there's a beautiful bunt. Oh, wow. That is maybe the best bunt I've seen in a long while. Did he just have a late draw on that? Or
they bunted 3 times fairly successfully in the first game, so it's not a shock that they'd lay one down to move some runners.
Number 31, Kinnick Niederman.
That was pretty impressive there. Left fielder, Austin Neighbor. Center field, Cullen Smith. Right field, Owen Boker. That's your Ames Little Cyclones defense right now. Fielding-wise, Reed Schmall, team leader with the fewest errors amongst those who've had 39 chances or more. He's only made an error 1.8% of the time. Colin Anderson, number 2. And Kepley. Kepley only an error 3.4% of the time he's involved in the play. Heights hanging out a little bit outside. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Top of the second. Little Cyclones lead 3-0. Mentioned this at the beginning of the broadcast. But first time all year the Cyclones have hit 400 in the win percent category.
Yeah, they're starting to get some pieces figured out. Elliott actually pitched a complete game last Thursday at Lincoln. 7 innings, 6 strikeouts, and a 10-3 win, and he's shown some really good improvement. See if he can get out of this jam here.
Do we have any lefties?
No lefties.
Because that was going to be Max Martin, right?
No, he's a righty too. Yeah,
okay.
we don't have a. We need some.
Swing and a miss there by batter number 8, wearing number 31. This is a big boy. We're debating here if Max Vogel is left-handed. I know he had one. So here we go, full count, 3-2, payoff pitch. Bases full of Bobcats. And Heights is going to get the strikeout.
Winning those full counts, well, especially with the bases loaded, have been a challenge so far this year, I would say. So getting one to tip our direction here is not just good for this game, but good for everybody's general
Aura.
Good word. Aura.
So here is an early stat of the year. So earlier, you talked about the 27-minute top of the first. In comes Wyatt Hannipol, and I think he gave up 4 runs. What would you guess his strike percent was in that game?
It was a ton. There's no doubt. I mean, he got a lot of 0-2s early on, and he did great.
78% strikes for Wyatt Hannipol in the earlier game. Put it in perspective, Cooper Caney's at 61 for second best on the team, Kepley 59, and Heights on the mound right now, 57% strikes.
Yep, he did a great job. I looked at the stats. I don't think he'd ever pitched in a varsity game, so that was a nice
find.
A nice outing.
Yeah. I looked over at one point, and Hannipol was 68 for 79, I think, throwing strikes. But this is all about Elliott Heights right now. He's going for strikeout number 4. And he gets it.
Great job. Elliott's just really shown a ton of maturity. He kind of got roughed up a bit about a week and a half ago, but that complete game at Lincoln and this start, pretty impressive.
We'll take a quick break, come back, talk bottom of the second. All right, here we go, bottom of 2. So, Sam, we'll dive right in here with Jack Schill coming to the plate. Take us back to Little League and...
Number 16, second baseman, Jack Schill.
Take us back to Little League and Jack's development and the timeline for when you conceived the idea of Bound. And did Jack's participation in Little League have anything to do with that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, when Jack was a second grader, that's when we actually formed the Ames Storm program. Jackson Kepley, Tracy Geffrey.
What year was that?
10 years ago. This is the 10th year. So
2016.
Jack's 18. He was 8. He was a second grader. Him and Jackson played together on a 9U team, and then we then synced up with the class a couple years later to keep that going. So they. Wow, there you go. I'm his dad. I shouldn't act surprised, but I was.
On second with a double.
So a double from Jack Schill. He hit it like straight at the sun.
Yeah, got a hold of that one. That was awesome. Yeah, the Storm program was a great place for a lot of these guys that are out here. And he was a founding second grader of the one of the inaugural group. And
Number 12, right fielder, Owen Boker.
but almost all of these guys out here at one point or another used Ames Youth Baseball or Storm as a way to help them really fall in love with the game. And I think it shows this group. I've known a lot of other groups that have come through classes that they're having a lot of fun. I know they want to have a little more success on the field, and hopefully that'll come. But the dugout's fun. The guys are fun. The guys are at our house. There's just some genuine liking each other on this group, which is not always a given.
Yep.
Coach Steenhagen would definitely knows that too. But I think part of it comes from a lot of these guys knew each other when they were younger, played other things together, and the Ames Storm program definitely helped create some friendships. And your own son, Colton, coming up, he played through that, and some of these guys know him part of something that was similar. There's something that's really cool about that.
Well, it's interesting as Boker fouls one off there. For all practical purposes, I think my son might be the only one that can't hit it over 80 miles an hour off the tee. And, I talked to Steenhagen. I actually coached Little League with him, which, as a side note, that says something about Steenhagen, that he still coaches Little League, while at the same time coaching varsity. And Steenhagen had just commented on my son having been in the weight room all summer and, doing that stuff. And he doesn't do that unless he knows some of the guys and has spent some time with them and is comfortable going, to those things with them, which he was, of course, comfortable to do because of his time on the Storm squad. And so, relationships are a thing. And, you look at Bats and Zayden Loonsfoot coming up. Zayden's having a great season right now. And, Bats is something of a partner with Ames and the baseball community. But pretty fun deal a lot of these boys have enjoyed through Storm. Speaking of our other squads, Owen Boker down on strikes there.
Batting 9, number 1, shortstop, Landon Dune.
Sam, we're going to play a game here. Who on JV1 do you think is leading the team in batting average? There's two guys tied, and they're both sophomores.
Whoa.
Ooh, and we're going to have a pickle here. And Schill is safe.
Stolen base. Stolen base.
They're both sophomores. They're both sophomores, huh?
Are they calling a balk there anyway? Okay. Both batting .526. Initials AL and CW.
Well, that was enough clues because there are not a ton of sophomores. There's a few, but obviously Chris
Williams, yep.
He can hit about anywhere and get on, so that's got that advantage. That's one of these speedsters.
Yeah, his Landon Dune Rockets one foul.
And imagine Abram Lee.
Yep.
Guys are working. Two kids that are working just super hard.
Yep.
Deserve it for sure.
JV2, 14 games or more. This one's tough. DZ.
Oh, Daniel Zehner, huh?
Yeah.
I saw
Dune
him.
is going to lift one to right. That'll be a sac fly of Schill. Schill better help him out, get an RBI out of this. Ooh.
That's the senior calm, collected tag up. Don't want to get my pants dirty quite yet.
Right.
Austin Neighbor.
All right, so we go through the lineup once. 2 hits, one by Kate Anderson, one by Schill. Show your... Yep, 2 outs. Ball in... Ooh, wow, strike inside there. Usually catcher can't catch it. That's a ball. So I was going to ask you this earlier, and we had a 1-pitch at bat, but on the JV games, Matt and I up here, oh my gosh, we still can't talk about this. Neighbor hits one to deep right center. That'll be an easy double. He's fast, but he'll go ahead and hold there. So Neighbor 2 for 2 tonight, 3 total bases.
It's good to see Austin get back on track. He's kind of, like a lot of baseball players, kind of been hot and then not. We just need him hot here at the right time here. And this group's a lot tougher when he, as a leadoff, can do that.
Don't know if you saw that there. I thought for a moment Schmall was not aware that the umpire was standing right behind him. I thought we were going to have some warm-up swings there. So Reed Schmall, you know, I remember a day, Sam, at Stonebrook Church where Justin Kepley was having a board meeting with me and Tracy Geffrey, and in walked you and Nathan Hala to that board meeting. And I think that was about the time Reed's dad, Chris, was still on the board. And I just assumed that he was always talking about some son that was, you know, about to graduate. I totally lost track of Reed. He's not on my radar at all, but he's a senior. Is that right?
He's a junior.
He's a junior.
He's junior, yeah.
Okay.
Part of that big junior class, yep.
Okay. He's having a good season here. Hitting .370. Good for third on the team.
Playing a ton behind the plate with Kepley kind of infielding spots primarily.
What do you think about this myth that, you know, catchers, their knees are wore out and they don't have as much pop at the plate?
Seems like some of the guys playing Major League Baseball are okay.
That's what I've kind of.
But I've also, won't lie to you, when I go warm kids up, I don't feel so good doing it.
Yeah.
So there's got to be something to it. But the science is pretty good. I think these guys recover. If they do the recovery stuff pretty well, I think they'll be all right.
We went and saw the Seattle Mariners play the Twins here a month or two ago. Cal Raleigh,
Salvador Perez has been one of our household favorites for a long time, and I mean he's a giant man and a catcher. It looks like every time he's squatting down, he doesn't look like he should be doing it, but he's still producing at a decent rate. He's slowing down a little bit, but he's also been doing it forever. So
Schmall gonna fly out to left there. Left fielder makes it interesting, but he will be retired. Little Cyclones score 1 on the Schill double. We'll go to 3. Take a quick break.
Miss that last pitch? Don't worry. You'll never miss.
So here we go, top of the third. I totally, well, let's see, we can almost figure this out. Yeah, Heights would have struck out the last two guys the second inning. So this guy right here, number 19, your leadoff batter, ground out his first at bat.
Holmgren
Heights.
pitched that first game, and he, honestly was pretty effective. At times we were completely doing nothing, and once they took him out is really when the things kind of fell apart. I don't know if the coach would. I don't know if he hit his pitching limits, but pretty much scored that last 7 or 8 on the other guys, and he really was impressive.
Yeah,
he's a sophomore too, Holmgren himself. And
I was driving home from work and looking at the box score while driving, and thought for sure we were the ones up 13-8 or 10-8 or whatever it was. And Marshalltown looking good. A little bit of a 3-0 hole here for Heights. So the Little Cyclones here, 2 days off, and Thursday, let's see, I know Friday's Dowling.
got Waterloo East in the mix here as well on the road.
Leadoff walk there for Marshalltown.
This is a crazy week.
The batter, number 18, Garrett Cady.
So, Sam, I haven't ever really paid a whole lot of attention. It looks like the regular season's done by the 4th of July. And then does everybody qualify for playoffs after the 4th?
They do. They will be, maybe after this weekend, start to put the pairings together for postseason. Everybody makes it. 48 teams, I think, in top class that we're in 4A.
Yeah, break that down for us as well. So there's 5 classes in football and 4 in baseball.
Yeah, I got to remember, I get confused myself. You'd think I'd know these things, but each sport kind of divides things a little bit differently.
Right.
Yeah, there's 4 classes in baseball.
Another nice bunt there by the Bobcats, and wow, don't see that every day.
Anderson with the throw for the Force.
Great play there by Anderson, and Jack there to cover, to get the lead runner.
Anderson with his
The
second
batter, number 23, Jalen Longston.
second defensive out of the game for Eric Anderson. To go with one, that line drive caught by Cade, and add 4 strikeouts by Heights, and those are your 7 so far.
Yeah, so they will attempt to, in the postseason, grab the top teams, the 8 top teams, and put them in a scenario where they kind of give the 1 seeds in each of their respected districts, and they try to do the best job to give the top 8 teams the road to state that they have earned through the regular season. But with baseball, there can be a lot of upsets because one team has a dude and can pull an upset on one night, just one game.
Nice hit there by number 23, Michael Jordan.
The batter is number 35, Madden Martin.
And I know we got Sioux City East on the schedule Saturday. They're number 1 in the state.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're really good. They were at the top seed actually going into the state tournament last year and ended up losing in that first round. But yeah, they are 28-1.
The human ESPN Matt Burrell and I are going to be there.
I heard that. I'm going to be tuning in.
Matt, let's hope that's not a quick game.
There's just some.
It'll be a
if
battle.
you guys remember
Hope it's a
Sioux
battle.
City's football team, their quarterback was legit, but he's going to go play college baseball somewhere. Shortstop at Cal Jepson, and they got guys. That senior class for them is particularly gifted.
I was telling my wife last night, we were, actually it was Sunday after church. I was going through the varsity football schedule and realized this is the year where we go to Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln, and Sioux City East. And I told my wife there's 2 trips over 3 hours, and she said, "Oh, round trip?" No,
on the road, baby.
Jenny, what did you do on those trips? Did you just grab a hotel, or did you just hoof it back?
Nah.
Hoof it back. I got a speeding ticket coming back from one of those once. I was so in a hurry to get back that didn't know there's cops on Highway 20. What the heck? So here we are, top of 3. Little Cyclones lead 4-0. They won earlier. They won earlier 13-12 in a 25-run thriller. Heights with 4 strikeouts so far tonight. That brings his season total to 19. There's one up the middle by Mad Max from Marshalltown. He's hit the ball hard both times tonight.
The batter is number 17, Quinn McLeod.
Actually, I think I'm off in my stats here, but I think that number 35 there is one. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Good job by him. Ball inside by Heights. So, Sam, one of my favorite stories of all time when I was in high school at Ames High. Of course, I used to go to church with your wife. But in high school at Ames High, and our coach before meets at Marshalltown would tell us, you know, you can't dare step on the inside line or the judge will throw you out of the meet. And, you know, fast forward, and I'm realizing this was a motivational tactic, but we were really groomed by the great John Sletton, whom the Ames High track is named after, to think that Marshalltown was mean and scary. And one day, ooh, that one's way inside as Heights plunks him on the helmet. Number 17 there will walk. He's 2 for 2 on base tonight. And Marshalltown scores their first run of the game. Base is still loaded. 1 out.
The batter is number 20, Lars Schoenfelder.
So my junior year, I think it was a district race. It was a smaller race, and my mom decides to bring pizzas, and there's some extra pizzas left over, and I didn't know what to do with them, so I just walked them over to the Marshalltown tent. I said, hey, do you guys want some pizzas? And Grant Shadden, Craig Cartier, Danny Burns, Ryan Bell, I think, they're all like, it's like a Romeo and Juliet thing. Like, really? You know, got an Ames guy being nice to us? Fast forward, that Shadden guy's in my wedding, and we stay in touch to this day, so. And I actually currently employ 2 people from Marshalltown, 2 Marshalltown high school grads.
Gotta be nice to everybody, huh? Bring 'em pizza.
That's right. Can you name 3 towns around Marshalltown?
Depends on what you call around. You call State Center around?
Yep.
Okay. East Marshall?
That doesn't count.
Okay.
Thinking of one that starts with a B and an L. Belmont and LeGrand.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice pitch from Heights there. Heights throwing pretty much all fastballs tonight?
He'll throw some off-speed stuff, but I think that's where he's having some control
Not a lot of curves.
challenges.
Again, if you're just wondering how on earth we get this nice a camera work, it's all set up by Matt Burrell. Matt, there is a story, though, to like, is it a $300 camera you have in center field?
Yeah. It's $300. It's an old camera, but it looks good.
And did you buy that, or did somebody give that to us?
It was... I bought it.
I thought Sam donated, Sam donated the ladder?
Sam donated the
tripod.
The tripod. We're on a rental agreement with the tripod company. Yeah.
Okay.
Pull it all together.
We're going to give a quick shout-out to Athletic Director Lyle Fetters, who is here every single game at the grill, flipping burgers, working the concession stand. No harder working AD in Iowa. He's in the press box right now. 5th strikeout for Elliott Heights, number 20 on the season. Good job, Elliott. That actually That's going to put Heights in a two-way tie with Colin Anderson for third most on the team. 2 behind Colin Smith. There is a well-hit ball to deep left field. That's going to go over the left fielder's head. And that'll score 2. Landon Dune overthrows the catcher. Nice hit.
That was a nice hit. I was looking at his batting stats earlier, and that likely might have been one of his highlights for the year, which is awesome.
Sam, we're in this age where social media is rampant, and kids are trying to promote themselves on Instagram and X and all this. What do you do if you're, on a JV squad and maybe it's not filmed with the quality of a Matt Burrell? Like, do you dare put out on social media, boy, that triple felt good, and it's, some choppy photo that your grandma filmed from the stands?
In a what game?
I'm just thinking about some of these kids, like, my own son is coming to me and he's wanting social media to put highlights out there so that coaches can see, only because his friends are telling him that that's what he should do to compete and, get to the next level. And I'm kind of sitting here going, yeah, but at what level is it? Does it almost make you look bad because it's, clearly not some high-level baseball game? Heights with another strikeout. We'll pick up on that in the bottom of the third.
Good topic.
Heights with his 6th strikeout, accounting for 2/3 of the outs. Little Cyclones give up 3 that frame. Still lead 4-3. We'll take a break. Come back with Jackson Kepley, team leader in batting average. 500 on the season is Kepley. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, that kid is batting.
All right, so here we go. Bottom of the third inning, 4-4, and you kind of heard us.
Number 28, Jackson Kepley.
You heard us allude to this earlier. Kepley amongst those with more than 10 games played. Kepley, your team leader in just about every category. He's batting 500. Ironically, does not have a better on-base percent than Jackson Meese. Close, though. 57% of the time he gets on base. 23 singles, team lead. 9 doubles, team lead. 1 of 3 with a triple. Team leader in home runs at 5. does not have the team lead in RBIs. Colin Smith has that category. Kepley also leads the team in hit by pitch. 5 times that's happened. Looks at one just a bit high there. Appreciate the umpire telling us where it was. 2-1 your count. Bottom of 3. Good game here. 4-4. It's like a high-scoring soccer game. USA made the Sweet 16. Sounds like. I was told by a soccer fan that they're having a really good
I think that's
run.
true.
Can't help you.
So, Sam, as Kepley walks, Colin Smith comes to the plate. What is your take on this? You know, get yourself out there, culture that we are living in.
And first off, I don't think anybody knows what they're doing. And so if you see something that looks kind of cool, that doesn't mean they know what they're doing either. I think it's so unclear on what gets attention or how the process should work. But what is a challenge, Tim, you've coached a lot, you've done a lot with sports, but the whole idea of recruiting is kind of a mystery. And unless you have multiple kids to do it, you don't get a chance to get better at it. Some things as a parent you have a chance to get better at as you have more kids. You screw things up a little less.
Yeah.
But this thing, but I've seen a lot of families struggle to know how to, what to do, how to think about it. And the game's changed a lot over the last 5 years as well. So that's not a very good answer, other than it's unclear. I just don't think there's a right or wrong way at this stage, especially when they're not in their junior years.
I want to come back to this. We got Colin Smith at the plate and Elijah Deerdorf pinch running there for Jackson Kepley. He's on second. Didn't get to talk about my track star out there, Elijah Deerdorf. Track was kind of my sports love in high school, and I actually went to high school with Elijah's dad. Elijah on second base, his mother. This is the 30-year anniversary of when she set the Ames High School 100-meter dash record. One of the most amazing statistics that 30 years later, no girl has beaten the time she ran 100 meters in up at Fort Dodge on a 39-degree day in the spring of '96. That's Deerdorf on second there. Deerdorf, 25th best long jumper in the state this year. Just barely missed making the track finals. I think you alluded to it earlier. He scored on a tag up from second earlier this season. Yeah, that's fun.
He's definitely a weapon.
Well, the Ames High state championship game against Johnston 3 years ago, tie game in the 6th, and they went up ahead as Smith. Now watch Deerdorf. Watch Deerdorf. Oh boy, this will actually get interesting. Deerdorf is going to score, and Colin Smith.
I'm not sure if I think Steenhagen was holding Deerdorf
I think
back
he was
there,
too.
I don't think,
Yeah.
I think he said, no one's got me out yet, and I'll just keep going until that happens.
Nice job by Colin there with the RBI.
I got to see a replay on that one.
The batter is number 10, Nate Anderson.
So Colin Smith with double number 9 this year. That ties him with Kepley for the team lead in doubles. And this will bring up Cade Anderson. Really good group of seniors. My son, Matt's son, freshman on the squad. Haven't heard him say a single thing, secretly negative when me and my wife are listening in on, Smith making it interesting there at second. On the contrary, Kepley has picked up Colton a couple times to take him to the batting cage.
No. Definitely a good group of kids.
Ball low there. Yeah, definitely a good group of kids. Jesse Von Buren says that he doesn't like the freshmen playing varsity football because of the conversations in the back of the bus that happen on varsity football trips. And so, as a parent, you wonder, well, isn't it the same in baseball? And I get the impression it's not.
It's worse.
Oh, it's worse. Okay. Steenhagen, I asked him, and his comment was that they just listen to a lot of country music. So.
No, I think it's an outstanding group. Finn would say the same thing.
Yeah. That's really cool. So back to the college thing, recruiting is a mystery. Do we have a little pipeline going here with the Carter Geffrey? Oh, it's a fake. It's a fake. Oh, what a funny play there. What is going on here? What's the Marshalltown guy upset about?
I have no idea.
So there's a fake play where they faked a pickoff of Smith at second, and the shortstop, the second baseman, the center fielder, and the right fielder were all in on it.
Who had the ball? I don't know because I'm watching the replay. But
I have no idea what.
I don't know what they're talking about here now.
I don't think I've ever seen that. So, Carter Geffrey goes to the University of Iowa. Oh. Now, we don't think that was on purpose, do we?
no, but
Why is
This,
the Marshalltown?
this
me and Tim are just trying to have a nice conversation here.
Eric Anderson.
Baseball is getting interesting. It is a close game here at this point.
And it was a one-run game earlier, too, so Anderson flew out his first at-bat. So let's do a reset here. We're in the bottom of the third. Little Cyclones lead 5-4. Nobody out. And Eric Anderson says, let's just get this party started. Colin Smith going to score from second.
Kate Anderson with the wheels there going from first to third.
Okay, we'll go there instead. So Matt and I have been trying to decide who's faster between Elijah Dierdorf and Chris Williams, but we also might not have our the right glasses on. We don't watch enough varsity ball, at least I don't. Neighbor looks fast. Anderson looks fast.
It's a shame Colin Smith didn't go for track too because he's sneaky fast as well. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't have their times, but
Yeah. And there's different types of fast. There's out of the blocks, there's in the middle,
it's true.
there's timing when you slide.
Yeah, fast on the bases is a different kind of fast.
Yep.
It's been good for Chris and Elijah to get more just reps on base running and reading things because
Yep.
there's a lot more to learn than one would believe. And I know Coach Steenhagen's big on base running, defense and base running, as he's helped us with our youth program. Said work on those things. I mean, hitting is important. Don't get me wrong, but these high school games are won on less errors and on balls in play and base running errors.
They say
No
about
question.
Number 16, Jack Schill.
They say about pickleball, 67% of the points scored are on errors. So Jack Schill with a double earlier. Okay, I would just like to say, for all these times when you have runners on the corner and there's a million different tricks you can play, that's my favorite thing to do right there.
Throw to third.
Just throw it to third.
Throw to third.
Yep.
See if you can catch him off guard.
Yep. I love the stage my kids are in, but I will not miss the whole automatic second base when you have runners on first and third. That just drives me crazy.
It is. It's not.
And Jack Schill gets a hold of another one here. That's going to at least be a sac fly.
Come on, Mom.
Still on second. With another RBI.
So we have some drama up here in the press box. The scoreboard runner is the mother of the boy who just hit that, and I think under normal circumstances we could have not given him the error.
12. Owen Boker.
Except it is the second time that's happened to the right fielder, so we have a little bit of a trend going there. Fouled off by Boker. Boker only strikeout of the night, so he'll look to get on track for the Little Cyclones, who now lead 7-4. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Little Cyclones with a touchdown. Marshalltown with 2 safeties. Nice pitch. Outside part of the plate there. So, Sam, you talked about Kirkwood and some guys getting recruited by Iowa. I mean, has Carter Geffrey had anything to do with the Kirkwood, Iowa recruitment? Oh, they're going to not give it to him? The Marshalltown parents definitely think he leaned into it. We're going to go back to instant replay here. It just amazes me. It absolutely amazes me how comfortable all these boys are getting hit by the pitch.
He didn't move, but he didn't lean into it. I mean, hit him right on the elbow without a pad, so I don't.
Sam. So modern technology here, so amazing. We're actually watching the replay on YouTube right now. He definitely didn't lean into it. But he also did nothing to get out of the way. Should be able to... Yeah. Ooh, that one's going to go foul there for Boker. Sam, would you say you've noticed any increase in comfortability with getting hit by pitch?
Would I want to get hit or watching kids get hit?
It seems to me that kids are more comfortable getting hit by pitch now.
They are, especially when they're wearing stuff. So he's not. I don't love it, no, because you don't see it happen in Major League Baseball, with an intent. One of the things I have watched a lot is there's some teams that are on the inside of the line all the time, but then I watch college baseball World Series and I watch pros, and you don't see them on the line. They could be in, but yeah, most aren't. Which to me, just like your other rules around stealing second, if it's not really how you play the game at a higher level, it's kind of a silly thing to do when you're younger.
Number 1, Landon Dune.
So Boker down on strikes. Let's bring up Landon Dune. Where's my car? He'll be hoping to get another sac fly. That's what he did his first at bat. Ball outside. Dune, the only sophomore in the starting lineup?
For this game, yeah.
For this game. That should give him first base. It does.
This game was kind of cooking around, pretty fun, but now it's kind of gotten weird.
It's getting a little borderline ugly. So Austin Neighbor here, 2 for 2 tonight. 3 total bases. It's a 1,500 slug percent. Infield in. Try to get a force out at home. Very, very, very low and away strike there for Neighbor. 2 dingers this year for Neighbor. Don't think either of them were grand slams. Swing and a miss there. What's Neighbor's story, Sam? He come up through storm or bats?
Yeah, he played with the Bats organization all the way through. Just
Ball
a skilled
high.
player. He played a little bit as a freshman. little bit of sophomore, and rumor has it though the boys are recruiting him to play football his senior year. And
Neighbor's a junior.
They're getting closer. Yeah,
He's a junior. Okay. Okay.
So if you see him,
All right.
Austin, and if you're watching this, Austin, I hear you're playing football.
Oh, strikeout for Neighbor. Those were all really low and away pitches. So
Number 5, Reed Small.
Reed Schmall struck out or flied out both times tonight. I tell you, there's maybe no player I typically check the box score every night. There's one up the middle. What a hit by Schmall. That'll bring in 1. Go, 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 go. That'll bring in 2.
Small brings in 2 Little Cyclones.
Reed Schmall with RBIs 18 and 19 this season. Third most on the team, breaks a tie with Eric Anderson and brings Little Cyclones up 9-4. Your score. Little Cyclones going for win number 11 on the season.
The batter, number 28, Jackson Kepley.
Kepley had a 5-for-5 game the other night. I texted his dad, said congratulations, and he promptly informed me that he was 0-for-3 the game before that. Landon Dune on second, Reed Schmall on first. Matt, are you able to show the camera so we can see the 5? Oh, Landon Dune's going to get into a rundown here. And Dune is going to get in for the second time tonight. Well, Schill had a similar thing, except it was a balk, so it wasn't a similar thing. Landon Dune there did a good job. I always think in those pickles, the kids wait to throw it way too long.
You usually want to get it to this base so they don't advance.
Right.
Worst case scenario is they just
hurry up and throw it, and then worst case he goes back to second. But meanwhile, the force out's taken away, and Kepley, who does have 25 RBIs on the season, a home run here by Kepley would put him first on the team for RBIs. He's 2 off of Colin Smith right now. Kepley leads the team with home runs with 5.
and Burrell hit a grand slam, the game will be over. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound. Sam, we got the NBA draft tomorrow night. You know who's projected to go number 1? The kid from BYU. Very good. You know who has the number 1 pick? The Wizards of Washington, D.C. Here's what happened with what team in will land. I don't know. I didn't even think of that. I don't know if he's projected to get drafted, but he's not far. The umpire's asking Mr. Burrell to back up here, it seems, or maybe it's just everybody in the dugout. Can we get a dugout shot? Okay, well. Alright, the dugout does look a little feisty right now. So Landon Dune, sophomore. And he is going to rope one that'll get past the shortstop. Nicely fielded by the shortstop. And the Cyclones bring in 10. This is 14-4. We will go to the 4th.
Okay. We're back here, top of the 4th. Little Cyclones lead 14-4. Elliott Heights still on the mound. swing and a miss there. And strikeout number 7 on the night for Heights. Strikeout 22 on the season.
That is number 19, Aiden Holmgren.
Tom, what's the rule after 4?
15, I think.
Big swing and a miss there. Leadoff batter for the Bobcats. Grounded out and walked tonight. Two quick strikes on him. Make that 3.
Another K for Heights.
Elliott Heights just rolling. 8 strikeouts tonight.
The batter is number 18, Garrett Cady.
11 total defensive outs. Eric Anderson with 2, Cade Anderson with 1. Strike from Heights there on the outside part of the plate. The Ames girls softball squad has infiltrated the Marshalltown fans. Like to see that support. There's a ball hit foul, and Heights going for the sub-10 pitch inning here. Ball high. Jenny, what do you think of the turnout tonight?
I think it was pretty good.
Okay. Huh. Thanks, Tom. I thought there was a 12-run rule there.
That I don't know anything about.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. 15 after 3.5. And Heights with strikeout number 9.
Strikes out the side.
We'll take a break. Go to the bottom of the 4th.
Ames
Okay, we're back here in the bottom of the fourth. Rohan Searing, your batter for the Little Cyclones.
The batter, number 20, Rowan Sring.
Rohan batting 1,000 so far this year on varsity. We'll put that to the test. So, Matt, we got a fun game on Saturday. Number 1 team in the state?
Yeah, number one. Nobody better than Ames to knock them off of that seat. Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Little Cyclones versus Sioux City East. Searing fouls that one off.
And I think Abraham Lincoln, that's our other game, Council Bluffs Lincoln. They've got a pretty good record, but I don't know who they've played, I guess. So, but they look tough also.
And Dowling the night before.
And Dowling the night before. That'll be a pushover, right?
That's 6 big-time games in a span of 24 hours.
Single games, not doubleheaders.
Oh, okay.
Single games.
Dowling single as well. There's a slow roller. Nice play by the third baseman. Good speed from Searing. And his 1,000 batting average is maintained.
Beats it out.
There is varsity reserve for Dowling, and then 1 varsity game for Dowling. And the Omaha games are single games.
Finn Burrell.
So here he is. This is the great thing about getting to do commentary. I get to call them by their nicknames.
Yeah.
The barrel here, Finn Burrell. Batting in place of Reed Schmall, I believe. Boy, Rohan Searing showed some nice speed there. That was a flawless play by the defender on Marshalltown. Just couldn't quite get the speedy Searing. Strike on the inside part of the plate to Burrell. Bottom of 4, 14-4. Little Cyclones with 2 touchdowns. You know, it's been a rough game when you've got twice as many runs as you have hits. 7 tonight for the Little Cyclones. En route to 11-15 on the year. Ball in the dirt. On deck, the team's best hitter, Jackson Kepley.
It's really hard to not cheer from here.
Swing and a miss for Finn. And that'll bring up Kepley.
The batter, number 28, Jackson Kepley.
Throw over to first base. Searing safe. We're joined again here by the man, the myth, the legend, Sam Schill. There's a mile-high pop fly, and the right fielder for the 3rd time tonight drops the ball, but he is able to get it into second base. He is able to get into second base fast enough for Searing to be thrown out. Boy, that's a rough time in right field there. Elijah Deerdorf. We got to start keeping track of how many runs this guy has. So Sam, let's go back to the Bound story. When Jackson, second grade, you're coaching him in Storm. About what time did that all start to come into fruition?
We actually started Turning Machine while Jack was getting started, and actually we prototyped Tourney Machine on Ames Youth Baseball. And then we ran that spring league for years, and that was because I needed to learn how to run a tournament. So, yeah, having a kid play and then being able to be part of the Ames Youth Baseball organization and running stuff. Yeah, started Tourney Machine, and then later on turned into, now our kids are in high school, so let's write software for high school sports.
Yeah.
So it's just that easy, Tim. Just whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
to find people that can write software to solve your personal problems.
There you go. I love it. I love it.
It's just that easy.
What is Bound currently working on?
We're expanding. We're about in 20 states, and trying to continue to expand our high school platform all over, launching some things so you can assign and pay officials now. Anything for the Wild Fetters of the world that they got to do to make this game happen, Bound does.
Hit by Cullen Smith up the middle.
Growing in Colorado. I got all the whole Colorado spring school district here recently, which is kind of cool. And we have 75 staff members now.
75 staff.
Yeah. Wow. So, yeah, it's getting wild and fun.
And all in Ames?
Majority are in Iowa, but we have people remotely in Arizona, New York, Florida. Cool. All friends and people we knew through the years that have kind of. I feel like sometimes it's that Ocean's 11 scene where they go out and recruit everybody. That's what I feel like our staff kind of is like. They're just getting people with random particular sets of skills. Yeah.
Ocean's 11 has the 25-year anniversary showing at Cinemark right now.
We're that old, Tim.
We are that old. Yeah. Love the movie. Love the movie.
I don't think my kids have seen that. We should take them. We should take the team. Take the young guys. It's classic.
We just saw Toy Story 5 there yesterday, and noticed Ocean's 11, 25th. So 2 outs here, bottom of the 4th. We got a new pitcher here from Marshalltown, or is this still Lars?
It's Lars.
Lars is just dialed in. Looks like Steenhagen might be turning off the hose a little bit. Not trying to steal more than he needs. I think if we, even if we don't score here, we hold him on top of the 5th. That's the game. So. So I was trying to tell you earlier, 2023, we make the state championship game versus Johnston. I think it's a tie game in the 6th. And they put in their track star there at third base, and he scores the go-ahead run, and then the rest we can't quite hang on. Pop fly there to center. That is fielded. And we will go to the top of the 5th. Hope to hold them and be home for the 10 o'clock news. We'll take a break. You might think
Inside baseball would like
Me.
That's true.
Here we go, top of 5. Little Cyclones lead 14-4. If they can shut down the Bobcats, we think that'll put it in the books officially. Sam and I are just talking about what's on tap for next season. You know, one of the interesting things our conference does is it allows for some games like this. I suppose it's true at all levels where there's a teeter-totter on programs that are in a valley versus programs that are not, and a good opportunity. I think Steenhagen's done a good job of putting guys in games where they're up a lot, giving them reps, that type of thing. Never forget Brett Fuller coming to our Ames Little League board meeting, and we said, "What's the one thing you need?" And he said, "Pitchers." The stable should be full of pitchers in these coming years.
There's a lot of guys that can throw strikes, I think.
Yep. Nice, beautiful piece of catching there by Kepley. Picture perfect night here in Ames. 2 strikes on the batter, number 23 for Marshalltown. Now, if you're looking for a little bit of drama, batter on deck here for the Bobcats is 2 for 2 tonight. He literally has half their hits.
Another strikeout for Heights.
Elliott Heights with 10 strikeouts tonight.
He's gonna. I mean, being a junior, he's every year has gotten dramatically better. He didn't really start playing baseball till his 6th grade year. Elliott. I knew no other family. I'm like, dude, you got to play baseball.
Darren Johnson's.
Yeah, nephew. Yeah. So he's one of these kids that started a little later. So he's not worn out. He's still he's working hard. He's only playing baseball. I could see him being really strong. I mean, he's doing well this year, but next year.
And I'm obviously joking when I bring up the NBA draft, but, you know, that is what's fun about it here the next couple nights is, you know, you can go to the NBA after just 1 year of college, and there's just still this conversation of who's raw, who's not, whose game adapts, etc. I think Easton Johnson from Story City on the Seattle Mariners roster, now the Cardinals, barely played D3 college it barely started for Rolling Story Varsity. Went to the right D3 school, found a coach that lit a fire under him, and he's with the Cardinals right now, just 15 miles north of Ames. So again, this batter here, number 35 for the Bobcats, 2 for 2 tonight. Good job by him. You thought he was a freshman, Sam? Is that right?
Which one? Here.
This guy, he's got a fun name. Madden Martin. Wow, look at that. 3 for 3 tonight. Good job.
We'll see some of these guys for a while. All these guys that, we'll see them play a lot of.
17, Quinn Cloud.
Good job by him. It's a bright spot for the Bobcats. So, Sam, back to the conversation about the postseason, which effectively begins after the 4th of July. Essentially 8 pods of 6 teams, or 6 pods of 8?
I think there's 8 pods of 6. What's that?
48.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's 48. I think there's 48 4A baseball teams.
So 8 pods of 6.
People get buys.
Okay.
We will not get a bye.
So we need to win 3 games to make state.
If we hope to be a home team, so hopefully we are either the 3 or the 4. But if we were the 5 or the 6, we start on the road, and then you gotta be on the road the whole time. Yep, you're gonna have to win. 3 games.
So hopefully get the first one at home, go on the road, win a pair, and we're in state.
When we did make it to state, we had Waterloo East at home, and then somebody else. Yeah, we had to win 3 to get to state. I don't think we've had a bye for a really long time. I think one of Coach Steenhagen's goals is always to get a home game for that first round. That's always a good marker of doing the right things. But last year they got that and they did lose to Lincoln at home, and that was not a sour taste in these guys' mouths. So,
well, you mentioned it earlier though. Sometimes you just, somebody gets hot, or you've got it's your stud versus their stud. And this year with Kepley, If he just goes out and throws a no-hitter 3 times, we're in state.
Yeah, you at least can get him 1. Usually you got to get to another guy and give him rest to get back to the.
No, all he's got to do is just throw a no-hitter. Just 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, we're good.
In 1 week.
Piece of cake. Well, look at Elliott Heights here. 10 strikeouts tonight. If he could do that again.
Yeah. These guys are capable.
Ball high. There. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of 5. Little Cyclones lead 14-4. Jimmy Fallon comes on in 27 minutes. And Heights, strikeout 11.
Another K for Heights.
Not to be understated, Kepley there squeezing that one. Drop 3rd strike and things get interesting.
The batter is number 20, Marshalltown.
So here we go. Little Cyclones 1 out away. We've had 14 outs tonight. 11 by Heights, 2 by Eric Anderson, 1 by Kate Anderson, and that one is going to be caught by the shortstop. I don't think that was Landon Dune. Was that Evan Gabrielson?
Dune with the catch that ends the game.
I think that's Jackson Mees.
11 strikeouts for Heights as he goes the distance for the victory.
Workhorse there. Nice job, Elliott.
All right.
Final score, Ames 14.
That was Meese.
Jackson Meese with the catch there.
Scored 14 both games. One was a little closer than the other.
Good. That's a good stat there, Sam. 2 touchdowns both games. All right. We're going to sign off. Thanks again to Matt Burrell. If you just hang out here for another half hour, it'll be half the day, Matt. Sam, fun to hang with you.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again sometime here. We got a little prototype for next year for sure.
All right. Have a great night, everybody. Ames High wins.
We thank you for your support.